going on, guys? Today I got some spearfishing for you. It's from a few different days. Some of these are some real videos like today. This is from the last day of grouper season, so New Year's Eve 2024, like 8 months ago or so. Just shot a couple fish this day. Here, dropped down about 35 feet of water on this Cero. Got a decent shot on him. Wasn't too worried about him pulling out, so I just went up to the surface. And I was able to just force him up. Most videos, pretty much every video I've ever posted has been just from one day of action, or maybe 2 days of back-to-back fishing the same spot or whatnot. It's just a little different vid. I don't know, a collection of some spearfishing videos in there. Just wanted to make it one good full video with not a lot of fluff, just action and fish being shot. So got that Cero. My buddy was fishing out of the boat, Elijah, so there was a little bit of chum going on, getting some action around. And I spotted this red grouper moving around on the bottom. Looks legal, looked good, so I'm just going through a breathe up right here. Since it is a little bit deeper than what I'm used to spearing, at least I'm no professional here by any means. But these red groupers, you know, they'll sometimes just let you get right up on them. Yeah, I got a shot right through the head there, so got him and was just able to horse him back up to the surface. This was a nice red grouper. 21 inches, gotta be 20 inches to be legal in the state waters around Key West, Gulf, and Atlantic. And they got a certain season, so it was good to get him on the last day. But he was stirring around on the bottom, definitely brought in some more activity. You can see there's a good black cruising there right around all the dust. Brought in some other fish, so I got Elijah to come out and see if he couldn't make a drop on that black. I didn't want to get greedy and put him on the string, and I just wanted to secure that first grouper before going out for another one. So bled him out, brought in more fish. Elijah was going down on him. See what happens. Looks like they spooked right before he was about to pull the trigger there. But I end up taking that fish back to the boat and then coming back out for that grouper because he was just kind of meandering around, cruising the bottom. So I'm just kind of following him, trying to get a good breathe up and go kind of size him up, which is exciting when you're in the water and you can see a good shootable fish down there. Tougher to get a good breathe up in. But also just looking at this beautiful blue water this day was awesome. This was a little bit further up the Keys, more off of Big Pine than where I'm used to going out. So, but yeah, the grouper just ends up kind of taking off, and never saw him again into the day shortly after there. Alright, how's it going, guys? Dustin here, sitting out on the patio. Beautiful day. We're gonna go shoot a couple fish right in the backyard. How's it going, guys? Real quick, short and sweet video today. So let's get right into it. Get right in the water, and there are snappers all around. Snappers, chubs. Let me get the just drop right down on that guy, get a nice shot on him. Easy enough. Pretty quick today. I was only out there for a couple hours. The mangrove spawn just ended, and it seems like they're coming back into shore. So I'm seeing all these snappers at these little near shore patcheries. It's nice whenever you don't have to spend any gas, have to do anything to go get a load of fish. So make a drop on those. weren't feeling me, but I don't stop it because I go right into another drop right after this. Just to show how quick these fish came back. Another nice shot right through the eyes. I always letting those fish out in the water helps bring more in, and bring in this nurse shark. He was for daytime, nurse sharks are nocturnal, so for daytime he was very active. He was hungry, he was around. Usually don't see that much with the nurse sharks during the day. But big giant sponge head right here. This was okay. It was better a day or two before this day. This whole week has been the best week all summer, so I've been getting out there. Got a fridge full of fish. Shot a nice hogfish the other day. I'll put a picture of him in at the end. And you can find those hogs up shallow. Yeah, wait for him to give me a good shot. Got him right in the gill plate. Right below the gill plate, actually. And this is just these are actually this is a little short clip from the couple days before, a little different area. But I did not know what was going on here between this queen conch and the sea snail. We got a little broken part of an old lobster trap, and you see a little juvenile green sea turtle right here. Usually they are gone, but he thought he was hiding from me. He thought I couldn't see him, so we got a little bit of good footage of him before he decided to take off. And you don't want to press him.
Alright, we got 4 of these snappers. They're all frozen.
What's up? This is gonna be the third and final session in the video here. Still back in the winter time with my boy Aaron. Shot on a good mess of fish this day. So my filming this day was a little off, we'll say that. I kept having the camera like pointing way too down on my mask, so I missed a couple good shots, but got some other good videos like this Goliath grouper right here, juvenile one. He was not being too shy. Always cool to see. But yeah, I'm just cruising the shallow patch reefs here off Key West these days. Do a lot of kicking. They're great workout days. I mean, these days I feel exhausted coming out of the water whenever you're just kicking around the shallows looking for fish for 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, just come up on this mangrove. Got that one I just last shot. Still on my line. Give chase for a little bit. And get a shot on him. I'm usually aiming for at least, 13-inch mangroves. Sometimes I shoot like a 12-inch then, but usually 12 inches and plus. I'm not trying to shoot any 10 or 11-inch ones. I think at that point, for how much meat you're getting off them, just size up a little bit. But just cruising around the shallows here, looking to see what I can find. And I came up across a good sized hogfish, but of course this is the camera shot that I got. Just taking my time with him, waiting until I got a nice broadside shot, and then he shot right into a rock, deep into a rock when I shot him, so it took me a little bit here to extract him. I didn't want to force him and get them off in any way. I have the flopper on there, so I was just trying to get a hold of them on the opposite end of the spear. But kind of where he worked out is he worked himself in a really tight spot, so I had to kind of turn him around in the spot. You can't pull these fish out backwards with their scales and their spines. It just doesn't work that way, so you got to kind of flip them around and pull them out through the rock face first. So this is probably, I think, my third drop trying to get down and get him, and I was able to get on the eyes and get him up out of there. It was a exciting fish, definitely the biggest hogfish I've ever shot. He ended up measuring a little bit over 18 to the fork. They got to be 16 inches to the fork here around Key West, pretty much around all the keys in South Florida, inshore, offshore, wherever. So I was able to gave Aaron my mask here, get a little underwater shot with him. Yeah, I shot him right through the mouth there, so my fish holding skills there could be worked on, but nonetheless, really happy with that fish. Alright, a little bit later in that sesh, just cruising around these patch reefs right here. Beautiful. All the light shimmers off the water. Looks like there was a barracuda right out in front of me right there. Just saw his tail, but come on this nurse shark. It's a decent sized one, mid juvenile to adult. So he can get up to 8, 9, 10 feet long, but this one was probably about 3 to 4. Bigger than a baby, but it's a patch reef one hanging out with that guy here.
You want the holder?
No, it's okay. Just blends in with the paper towel.
Yeah, you gotta get them dry before putting in. This one I had to cut out some bones out of the middle for those 2 pieces.
Hogfish sandwiches.
Yeah, just going with some butter, some blackened seasoning. Then I got some potatoes in the oven. Lettuce, tomato. Toast up some Cuban rolls. Should be pretty good. Alright, shot those hogfish the other day, cooking them up, buttered some Cuban bread. Gonna take these off right here, make one for Allie right here. And I got the secret weapon, the Kaya key lime cilantro fish taco sauce. Go eat at Kaya on Duval if you're coming to visit Key West. And put that on. Lettuce, tomato, Allie's not a fan of pickles, so no pickles for Allie. All for me.
Put a little squeeze of lemon.
I'll squeeze it. Really get in the bread. This stuff is tight. The remoulade sauce at Kaya too. Second best. That's the best sauce. This is the second best sauce on the planet. That's the first best.
You're saying the remoulad's the first?
Remoulad's first.
Yeah, I agree.
And
jerk sauce is number 2 for me.
jerk
Cilantro's
sauce.
3.
Jerk sauce. So it's a good top 3.
It's top 3 for sure.
All right. We need anything else? I think that's.
Looks good to me.
All right. Now you gotta take the first bite.
Fish is like Put some fish
You
on
want
the
some more
edge.
fish on there?
Yeah.
Here.
Give me another.
We got plenty of hogfish.
Yeah.
There. All right, that's a full sandwich. Oh, I need to take this one off. All right, first bite real quick. There we go. Stamp of approval.